What does a child have to go through to feel the need to take their own parent's life to save their own? I'm Mackenzie Marie, and today I'm going to be covering topics not suitable for certain audiences. Viewer discretion is advised. This is the true story of the Menendez brothers. On the night of August 20th, 1989, Jose and Kitty Menendez were watching TV in the den of their Beverly Hills mansion when their son, Lyle, age 21, and Eric, age 18, entered the den holding 12-gauge shotguns. The father, Jose, was shot 6 times, including a fatal shot to the back of his head. The mother, Kitty, was shot 10 times in total. She was already down and on the ground when Lyle ran to his car to reload his shotgun and put one final shot in her face. Cold-blooded killing, right? Or is it justified? Okay, look, hear me out. You have to hear the whole story before you judge this book by its cover. Tonight, I'm going to the Menendez house where both Jose and Kitty's lives were taken. I'm going to be doing a paranormal investigation talking to these victims to hear their side of the story, a side in which no one has ever heard before. So the night of this incident, Lyle and Eric both go to the movie theater to watch Batman. This was part of their alibi. They just killed their parent. They left the house, they go to the movie theater. Then they went to a food festival. They had to be seen at these locations to hopefully have their alibi stick to say where they were during the time of the crime. When they get back to the house, they call the cops.
Someone killed my parents.
Pardon me?
Someone killed my parents.
What? Who? Are they still there?
Yes.
The people...
No.
Were they shot?
Hey, man,
Were they shot?
Yes.
They were shot?
Yes.
So the police show up at the house and they made one crucial mistake. They should have tested the brothers' fingerprints for shotgun residue. They didn't do that. They would have caught them right then and there. For months, these guys go unsuspected. Their parents were multi-millionaires. Now that both their parents were gone, all of the inheritance went to them. They were buying everything from Rolexes to Porsches, going on expensive vacations around the world. They spent $700,000 before they got arrested. In the beginning of this investigation, the police thought it was done by the mob because Jose Menendez, the father, was a very powerful man. He worked for very big companies and he had a lot of success. He knew a lot of people. The police started leaning into the motive that the sons killed their parents for financial gain. Here's the thing though, there was no evidence indicating that Lyle or Eric committed this crime at all. So they couldn't be arrested. It wasn't until Eric confided in his psychologist and admitted to him that he killed his parents. Did his psychologist tell the police? No, but he told his mistress and then she went and told the police. I don't know if it was a blackmail tactic. I don't know if he recorded some of the sessions, but he had it on tape and the police found that. The question is why? Did they really do it for money? These were two young, smart individuals that had their entire lives ahead of them. It didn't make any sense. Eric was 18. He had worked his whole life because he wanted to be a professional tennis player. Lyle was 21. He was going to school at freaking Princeton. These were not dumb kids. Why would they throw their whole lives away like that? The story just doesn't add up until they go to court and...
What do you believe was the originating cause of you and your brother ultimately winding up shooting your parents?
Me telling Lyle that,
You telling Lyle what? Was it you telling Lyle about something that was happening?
my dad.
Okay.
My dad. If you don't ask... My dad.
Wait 1 second, Mr. Menendez. Okay, let me ask
No, he was in the process of answering, so there's no need to ask him.
Can you answer the question?
Yes.
Okay, it was you telling Lyle what?
My dad had been molesting me.
During their trial, they came clean about everything.
And between the ages of 6 and 8, did your father have sexual contact with you?
Yes.
When did that begin? How old were you?
I was 6 years old.
And how did it start?
After sports practices, he would massage me.
Every time we finished playing on the tennis courts, him and I, and sometimes Lyle, would go and take a shower together.
We would have these talks, and he would show me, fondle me, and he would ask me to do the same with him, and I would...
Where would this
and it
take
was
place?
In my bedroom.
Where did most of the sexual incidents with your father take place?
In my bedroom.
How often would this happen?
2 or 3 times a week.
How long did that go on?
12 years.
We would be in the bathroom.
Only one other place.
And where was that?
In the shower.
He would put me on my knees. He would guide me, all my movements, and have oral sex with him.
Did you think what was happening with your father was all his fault, or did you think it was partly your fault?
No, I thought it was partly my fault. Then I never stopped him, and then I let it go on.
They went through years of sexual assault, mental and physical abuse. Both of the brothers were locked away in the same jail, but in different wings, and both of their stories aligned perfectly.
At some point, did he do some other things to you?
He used objects,
What kind of objects?
a toothbrush, some sort of shaving utensil brush.
And was there some point in time when he decided to use something besides the toothbrush?
Said no to him once.
You said no once.
Yes.
How old were you when you said no?
I was 17. He just walked in the room and I said no. He threw me on the bed and went to get a knife and put it at my throat.
Was there with your father that day?
Yes.
Did you cry?
Yes.
Did you bleed?
Yes.
Did you ask him not to?
Yes. I just told him, I just told him that I didn't want to do this and that it hurt me. And he said that he didn't mean to hurt me. And he loved me.
Although the mother knew, she did not do anything about it.
What did you say to your mom?
I told her to tell Dad to leave me alone. And he keeps touching me.
What did your mom say?
She told me to stop it and that I was exaggerating. She told me that he loved me.
And over the course of all of those years, did you believe she was ignorant of it?
Yes.
And did she say anything to you? Did she make any comment to you?
Yeah, she said, oh, I understand a lot more than you think. I thought that she was saying that she knew what was happening between Dad and I, but I couldn't. I thought I had it wrong. What do you mean? What do you mean you understand?
And what did she say?
Well, she said, oh, I know. I've always known. You think I'm stupid? It made me feel like she knew all the time and she never helped me and that she betrayed me.
Eric eventually confessed to his brother what his dad had been doing to him for the past 12 years. And Lyle was like, I'm never gonna let that happen to you ever again. So he threatens his dad, Jose, and he says, if you ever touch Eric again, I'm gonna tell the whole family what you've been doing.
I started saying, you threatened Dad? Are you crazy? I thought it was the stupidest thing in the world that you could possibly do is to threaten Dad. And,
All right, well, how did you think your father would react to a threat to expose him publicly as a child molester?
She would kill you. I told him that after I'd just gotten to the guest house. I told him that Dad's gonna kill us. I was just sitting on the couch with my hands in my head saying, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. I can't believe this.
They bought shotguns, and they killed their parents.
How did you feel at 18 about the fact that your father was having with you?
I hated it. I hated it. I hated it.
Now your destination is on the left.
That's it. This is crazy. Let's take a little peeky inside. Wow. It feels like it happened just yesterday. So they added this huge private property, no trespassing sign. This is a very wealthy neighborhood. It really puts into perspective why people would think that they did this for money. Big house. This place is huge. This is a 9,000 square foot house.
You get it, girl.
Okay. Why are you eating it up though?
Is she going inside? No.
I don't know what the is going on.
I don't either.
Do you think they're drunk? Look at how many people there's here.
Not the drive-bys.
I'm just trying to do an investigation. We're gonna use the K2 to see if we get any spikes, and right now it's looking pretty dead, but I mean, we're outside on the public street. It spiked one bubble. Let's see, Jose, are you here with us? Kitty, we wanna know what happened. We wanna know your opinion. We wanna know what you think about the whole situation. We're not coming to make fun of. We just wanna ask you a couple questions. All right, well the K2's not picking up right now, but just because the K2 doesn't get anything doesn't mean that the spirit box won't. Not there being a whole tourist attraction outside the Menendez brothers' house. Look at how many people are coming by. This is crazy. This place is actually popping because of the TV show right now, but we came here for one thing and one thing only, because we want answers. We want to know what actually happened. Talk to the people who lost their lives here. Hopefully see if we can get something tangible. Kitty or Jose Menendez, We're here at your home trying to talk to you. We know what happened to you.
Nope.
Would you be willing to talk to us tonight? I have a couple questions regarding the murder, your murder. Your sons were found guilty. We have a couple questions about the night that your lives were taken.
What was that?
I don't know. I want to know if you were planning on writing both of your sons out of the will. Some people believe the will was the cause of your death. Do you think the will was the cause of your death?
I heard yeah.
Do you think the will was the cause of your death, Jose? Kitty, what do you think was the cause of your death? Are we all wrong? What was the real cause of your death? What was the real cause of your murder? Do you know that your sons went on the stand and testified that you inappropriately touched them? Really? Kitty, did you ever think that maybe your sons could commit murder? Were you ever afraid of your sons? Jose, I have a couple questions for you. Wanted to know if you were ever sexually abused as a child. Did you ever sexually abuse Lyle or Eric? I heard leave. We want to hear your side of the story. No one has gotten to hear your side of the story. Did you know that your sons are having... I heard Eric.
They fight. You heard that too, right?
What did they fight about? Kitty, did you ever see or know of your sons being sexually assaulted by your husband, Jose? Do you feel any remorse for what happened to your sons for being sexually assaulted for so long? You remember one time what? She got the short end of the stick.
No, for real. What actually? She's probably the source of what you could actually find out what happened.
We want to know the truth. You know, we want to talk to you, Kitty. Kitty, I think you were collateral damage. They knew she would go and tell the police what happened. She knew that.
They will attack.
They will attack, right? They would do something to you, Kitty, right? You were collateral damage. You didn't have a choice. People will never understand what it's really like to be in abusive relationships. You are nice.
I got chills too.
If there's anything that you're willing to tell us now, Kitty, we'll just let the spirit box talk and you can just speak.
It says my name is Mary.
Kitty's birth name is Mary. Is there any information that we don't know?
It just said honest too. Yo, I heard that.
Were the boys honest? Is that what you're trying to tell us? That they were honest when they testified? I'm Mackenzie Marie. If you like these true crime videos, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel below so you can be notified when my next video goes live. Shout out to this person for being in the premiere of my last video. I'm Mackenzie Marie and you can follow me on any of my social medias at Mackenzie Marie. I love you so freaking much. Toodles.